Boys, 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 boys. I'm in the basement right now. There's a small optimization here compared to my current PB that we can do actually, related to the fuses. Because the game lets us, let me check this real quick, rebind keys, um, switch to previous items with multiple buttons. And I've got it set up with B. You can set it up to anything basically. You won't be able to see it on screen, so I think I'm gonna rebind it real quick um, to a button that I can actually use. Which button can I use for this? So test it out. I think you can see G on screen, right? Replace with G. Yeah, okay. Um, and that makes it a little bit easier later on for putting the fuses back in. So, but grabbing them too. So the thing is that if you look into our inventory, I think we can hold about 5 items, but there's 4 fuses. So, and currently all we've been doing is just grabbing one and then looking a little bit away. You can look a little bit up or in between the fuses so that you can drop it. Takes a little while before you can actually drop it. If you spam too fast, it will actually not drop it at all. It will show like a red X, so you have to spam it a couple times. So that's what I usually do. But if I just grab these again, um, you don't have to drop one of them because you can hold 5 spaces and you need 4 more fuses from there. So what I usually do now is I come in here, I grab 2, I drop the second one, I drop the third one, I drop the fourth one, then go here, double click this, double click that, double click that. Also very nice, you can just double click if you have your angle, if you have the right angle, you can just double click each of the drawers and you'll just pick up the right fuses. But then we come to this part. You grab these, you stand up, you hold shift a little bit so you get in like a nice angle over here. What I previously did was click on these slots and then use scroll wheel to cycle through my fuses and then put them in there. It's a little bit slower. I find it way easier to use the previous item switch with G. The reason I'm using previous instead of forward is because we've got this bad fuse still in here, and using previous it will cycle through it that way, through the right. So you don't have to worry about cycling through this one. If you just click this in there, press G, click this in there, press G, and you can do it way faster. So if I actually do it the normal way, I would click, scroll up, click, scroll up, so it would look like this. It's okay, it's pretty decent. I wasn't trying to do as fast as possible, but it was pretty good. But if I grab all these fuses again, check my inventory. Now if I use it with G, you can actually do it like this. Okay, let me just get a nice one in there. There we go. That's how you do it. Gets a little bit, you need a little bit of time to get used to like the rhythm, but all you do is just you slam one in, you immediately press the cycle through to previous item button, which is G in my case. Usually I use B, so it's a little bit nicer for me. Then when you come here, last thing, whenever you want to do anything in this screen, make sure not to move your cursor a pixel whenever you click. If you don't move your cursor, it will always register your click. If you move it, as you can see, I'm staying on the 9. It will never register any click. If I just scroll past it, doesn't matter. Even if I do it slow. The moment that I completely hold my cursor still, it will register. So what do you usually have if you go through this really quick? You have this. Doesn't register a single thing. You try to do it as fast as possible. Maybe sometimes the last one. So what you gotta do is move in like snappy movements. You gotta snap to each of these positions and then click in that way. Your mouse has to be standing perfectly still, so it looks something like this. I misclicked there once, but you can see like the gist of it. Works pretty decent. Alright, good luck boys.